brain. I had no thoughts in this place. Tell me how long must I hang dynasty? In his main studio.
I hope you guys enjoyed the beginning clip of me. I don't even know what to do with these videos anymore, man. They're just gonna keep getting more authentic. I don't even know how to frame them. But today, we're talking about the complex God that you are.
You should be the complex God that you are. But when you get into this community, you create a fucking persona and a personality and a fucking character for this community. And that's made up, son. You need to be who you are. It's called know thyself, not be a certain kind of way. And then all of a sudden you're being yourself. Oh, Alafia. Oh, beloved, when I see you, oh, it just warms my heart. And my chakra is radiating, nigga. Get the fuck on. Get away from me with that weird shit, nigga. Just say hello. This is a cultist versus this community shit that's a pretend thing because there's no science happening internally. Everything is displayed externally. Clothes, food, language. Clothes, food, and language.
Message.
We understand? Understand? You should strive to do better. You should strive to do something real with your goddamn self here. Because that ain't getting you nowhere. There's no ancestor looking at you proud of that bullshit. My name is such and such El Bay. They're not proud of that. They're proud of what you do in terms of evolving yourself from the fucking monkey mind that you're distributed, that everyone's distributed as a fucking human.
Let's talk about it. Let's see over here. Okay. That song I was singing, if you guys are all curious, it is Simulation by B.O.B. And that clip, I just grabbed it from a YouTube channel that uploaded it from probably one of Brother Panic's lectures, or they uploaded it, but they capped it from, yeah, you guys get the whole deal. The complex God that you are. You know, funny enough, when I'm making this video, I didn't even go back and listen to that clip, but I know he was spitting and I don't even gotta play it back. I'm just gonna talk about the complex God that you are. I don't have my mic plugged in, so apologies, but honestly, we got clear audio. I'm talking at the top of my lungs. We'll be alright. The complex God that you are. The complex God that you are. Listen, guys, it's time to start paying attention to everything going on around you. Everything is an extension of you, and I'm feeling it and realizing it more and more each day. I used to not understand what deja vu was, and I got tricked. And, you know, honestly, I'm not going to say I got tricked. I just fell too much in somebody's frame, which was Sadhguru. Sadhguru, a long time ago, I made a video on my old channel saying that he didn't understand what deja vu was. He tried to write it off as most people don't actually have what the real deja vu is. And I was like, well, what classifies or constitutes as the real deja vu? And lo and behold, I was like, no. Sadhguru is a master. But what I needed to understand at the time, and what others need to understand too, that you are also the master. I was talking to my teachers recently, and you know, they were just as the teacher can learn from the student, just as a student can learn from the teacher, the student can also teach the teacher. And it's all the relationship. It's two sides of the same coin. So, you know, I respect Sadhguru as a master and his work that he brought, but I do keep in mind that a lot of these masters, depending on their views on things, are also placed here to also control you. The real master that you need to understand that exists is yourself. You need to stop getting confused by all of this. And I'm starting to notice it day by day. It's not even like channeling, and it's not even like, it's almost like you want to say it's common sense, but the more I talk to people about common sense, apparently the less common sense it is. Like, everyone I talk to is like, nah, like, we've seen through it for a while. Common sense is not common sense. If you have it, you have some sense. It's like the insane are sane, and the people who say they're sane are not sane. Everything's in reverse. It's so weird. It's crazy. But the thing is like, why do you think they're generating these algorithms? Why do you think they push certain creators under the radar? Why do you think that certain things happen the way they are? Like, you really truly do have power over this. Like, I realize that too. Like, I can't be stopped by any algorithm. You know, I'm going to reach those that I need to reach. People said they've even gotten deja vu watching my videos. That's good. That's a good sign. Because you're picking up on my frequency again in this life. And it's like, take it with you to stop reincarnating. I'm honestly thinking that is the end goal here. Is to go create your own chaos realm, wherever that is. What I'm realizing more and more is to leave this human shit behind, man. Love and things that come down here through us, man, that's not human stuff. You know, and I abandoned the argument of human nature and all that a long time ago. Duality is what it is, black and white. It all exists within you. They trick you by telling you, like, Satan is bad and all this, and they got you in one of the big, if you can't let that shit go, they got you in one of the biggest traps. First of all, it's all us. We're demons and angels at the same time. You hear these gurus saying it, we're multi-dimensional beings. Look, all you need to worry about is feeling is the secret, and figuring out all aspects of your mind, because if you don't, the algorithm is figuring that out for you. Which is why paying attention, like, you know, it's funny, one of the biggest things is like watching, I've always been like this, but I don't get caught scrolling on Instagram and seeing girls and being like, oh, that's a bad girl. But sometimes I'll be seeing that from my peers, but in my mind, I've always said, like, I can, and I don't say this to be an ego, like, you guys have to understand how to separate this and why I'm doing it, because I've yielded these results in my reality. I've always got women, beautiful women, and strong women, in my view. Like I said, I literally am good with all my exes. I have always gotten beautiful women, and I've never gotten on the phone to look at Instagram photos and be like, damn, she's fine, or get stuck scrolling, looking through. And it scares me when I see my peers do shit like that, because I understand what this game is. It's like the shit. But then, you know, and then I have to fight my own ideologies, and this is what I realize. I have to fight my own beliefs, because then I'm like, wait, you know, why do I care? But then I go, maybe that's part of the work that I came to do here on Earth, and that's why it bothers me a bit, because people actually get sucked into this. And it's like that same thing that they're looking for in pictures, whatever it may be, I'm able to attract by letting that stuff go. I've never been on it. It feels like when I be scrolling anyways, it feels like I'm on the Matrix. Every time I open the app, it feels like it. It feels like the algorithm is just feeding you bullshit to keep you distracted from yourself. And the funny thing is I always get asked, how is my algorithm so clean for stuff because I just don't pay attention to what I don't want to experience. I acknowledge that it's there and that it exists, and I know what it is, and I have a deeper understanding for what that side is, and then I casually not pay attention to it. I'm so at the point, and I'm at this point too now, which is funny because one of my closest brother to me, my twin flame, said it to me. He was like when people play like low vibrational music, it doesn't affect me. You still be wanting to say something about it, but it doesn't affect you. And it was funny because I just listened to this Big Sean song recently where he was like, you know, he's got like his rappers and his peers be, you know, acting like, oh, we're for all this black shit, and then go rap about how they're, you know, killing, or they slide on their ops like there isn't anything else to rap about. And that's what I started to realize too. I was like, oh, fuck it. No one's interested in saving anyone here. You have to save yourself. That's why it comes back to be the complex God you are. And the point I was making earlier is you're a god. Why would you scroll on Instagram? And I'm not talking about this to like attack my peers. I'm just saying, like, why would you scroll looking at girls? Anyways, like the belief on some of these women too, like that they have is just be scary. Because I'm like, I've never experienced like non-loyalty. Like, like in a way where it's like I have to worry about just, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't want to get too deep in that, but I'm just saying is like your mind is the all. So it's like it just shocks me sometimes when I see people get absorbed in it, and I'm like, yo, you have to reject this world. First of all, this is the world, literally the world of illusions. You need to take your power back and redefine everything that you see here. That's it. That's the point of why I'm bringing any of this shit up. I can never get caught scrolling. You know what's funny is I know that they're joking, but this is one thing I want to bring up. Hope this video doesn't come back to bite me, but I mean it might. But I have to address it because it's the only way I can vent. It's like I can vent it to myself, but vent it to you because it's like to you guys listening, because this is a serious thing. But one thing that's always funny to me, and I don't know why this is, but I understand it. They're always joking about like, probably in the room beating your meat. Like on a serious, disciplined, like militaristic mindset, no, that is such a waste of time and energy. It's such a waste of time and energy. Like, and it's funny because like, yeah, have I done it before? Hell yeah. Did I feel guilty after? A lot of the time, but when I thought about what was happening in the energy transfer, I'm like, oh bro, I would never do that shit again. I cannot waste my time doing that because I understand. It's like feasting on your energy. This shit is alive, bro. This shit is alive. And that's what blows my mind is I'm not over here getting so passionate about it for you. If you never realize, then get stuck in it. But this shit is alive. Like, it's alive. You are giving that energy to something. It's feeding on you. And that is weird. Like, that is like some weird, nasty, vampiric type of shit that you start feeling in your heart. So you got to start stepping into the God you are and be like, nah, fuck out of here. You know, I'm doing this because I want to do this and not get caught in this shit where it's like, you know, like it's draining you. And I just don't know. I just feel like these certain things is just, it's all to keep you away from the God self you are, because these algorithms, these harvesting things you like and then like putting things in your face that you talk about in conversations, it's like, bro, these algorithms are knowing you better than you know yourself. You need to pay very close attention to how this is like all working. It's all working. And it's like, yo, and it's like my bro, and his cousin had me realize this so much, is that like the moment you start to like how all of this shit has to revolute. I don't fucking know. I'm fucking blowing up inside. It's all has to revolve around emotion. Is the fact that like as soon as you capture the feeling, which is needed to attract, you have to capture the feeling. When you capture the feeling to attract anything, the things that I've been creating, I've been getting caught lately, so I haven't been really attracting much. But when you realize that this shit is the feeling, oh, best believe with that level, they're sending something to get your ass. They're sending something at your ass. It's like, oh, he figured out the next level. Boom, send the agents, send the agents, send the agents. And I used to laugh and say, yo, like, I used to think people who were talking about that were paranoid. Like, Daylight is an example. I used to think he was paranoid. No, they can fucking sit there and MK Ultra, boom, turn your best friend on yourself, or turn your parent. Like, if you're not surrounded by like-minded individuals that are also doing the work, no, they could get turned on you. They could get turned like out of nowhere. You start talking about deep shit, and this person starts acting squirrely. And my other bro, Jeremy, he really put me onto that shit. Like, understanding, like, you see the signs in nature. Like, you're talking under a tree, and this is the craziest thing that I experienced. You're talking under a tree, and we're in a area where there's so many squirrels, right? But we're not seeing a damn squirrel. But the moment that someone, if he walks by and like kind of has that squirrel jumpy energy and moves, you look up in the tree after this person arrives, and there's a squirrel. It's like, yo, nothing is a fucking coincidence. And he made me realize that. And going back to my brother, my twin flame, and going back to his cousin, the things that he told me is like, yo, he was like, bro, pay attention. Like, you know, like, this is a test. Like, be aware of what's going to happen next, because you're on your energy now. You went into the new year. You're feeling strong. You feel like you're not going to be defeated. So be careful, because that's the pride comes right before the fall. Like, and I'm like, all right, like, I'm like telling him, nah, you know, I think I'm good. Boom, his ass was right. Something happens next, because they're trying to constantly keep you in a state of reacting, being upset, reacting. Like, it's so crazy. And this shit is so funny to me because most of the time I don't react. Like I was talking to my mom at the beginning of the year. I'm able to shoulder anything and not let shit affect me. I'm so calm. Like, that shit, and that's like what I'm trying to pass on to my brothers and the people I care about so much, is like, I have so much patience. I'm told this all the time. But it's like, what I'm losing patience for sometimes is trying to really help people, because you can't. You can only say this shit and hope it resonates at a certain time for people. And that's why I keep doing it, because I'm genuinely coming from a place that wants to help your soul. Because I want everyone to get out this trap. It's actually scary. It's disgusting that every time I think about the entity that whatever offspring from our energy fucking came off the bone, the lung, the rib cage, part of the rib, whatever this entity, Anunnaki, whatever name everybody has for it, nonetheless, it's all the same energy. It's you. You're creating all these entities. You're giving into it. You created this bill to be here in this life. You created your fucking car to break down. You created these things so they validate basically that this is real to you. And you have to ignore. That's why they talk about ignoring the 3D when it comes to manifesting. Because you are the God. You are the chaotic God that put all this shit in place. So you have to learn your triggers. Learn this shit and get over it. Flip the script. Flip it. Because I'm way past it, but that's what fucks me up sometimes when I go to make these videos, that I have to begin to alchemize and shift within my body. When I go to make these videos, sometimes I have to bring myself to a lower point about talking about this stuff. But because I want to, because I get the intuitive feeling, but that's still what I'm working through in these videos, being able to deliver the message, because there's just so much I want to say. That's why it seems like I'm spewing so much when I go like, oh, paying attention to girls on phones, scrolling, getting sick. It all just comes back to your mind is being pulled away from focusing on you. If you could focus on you, go within and push out from here what is real in here, because this is the only real world, and this is all a result of what happens in here. You're unstoppable. You're a monster. You're a monster, and they know this, and this is what is the point of keeping you consuming shit. Consume. In a crazy way, you agreed to play this game. I know, I say it's in a crazy way, but in a crazy way, you agreed to play this. I'm starting to really understand why we agreed to play this, because meeting each other in this and not being a ball of energy, whatever you believe it to be, is nice. Experiencing being separate from each other, because we all are one at the end of the day. But that's what, like, this is the funny part about being selfish. Being selfish for your energy and being your highest form of yourself, at the end of the day, will benefit everyone around you. That's why you should consistently give people your authentic self. Unapologetically be yourself. Let go of shit that don't serve you. Be you. Be the God. Reinvent. Do things. Shit, if you want to be a YouTuber, be whatever you want to be, go be it. But don't follow anyone else's blueprint. Fuck that. Make the blueprint. Like, I'm starting to get this now. It's you. You make it. Like, the moment you begin to, like, that's why there's fucking thousands of fucking philosophers, thousands of fucking astronomers, thousands of fucking chefs, it doesn't end, because you're the new. The way you do things. Like me, there's mad fucking reactors, there's mad commentators, there's mad streamers. Yet, the difference is me doing it. You're never going to get another Lunar Was Lost after I'm gone. There's not another one. There will only be me. That's why you are beautiful. You be the God that you are. Be you. Be you. It doesn't matter. Be you. Like, be you. You can't stress this shit anymore. Be you. Be you and be strong and be powerful. Because you're worth it. It does not matter what anyone, no one needs to validate you. Your parents don't. Fuck your parents. Fuck your brothers. Fuck your sisters. Love you. Seriously. Anybody tearing you down. I don't mean if you have a good family, good. Even that. But even that, in that moment, if you have a good feeling, that's even more fuel to be yourself. Be it. Be it. Be strong. Feel it. Feel every emotion. Feel it because feel it. You need to feel it to heal it. You need to feel it to be it. You need to feel it to even let it go. You need to feel it to get to the next step. You need to. This reality is emotion. Bring it up here and take it to whatever part you need. You need to heal your fucking, I don't know, appendix. Bring the energy here. You need to heal your arm. Bring the energy here. You need to heal down there. Bring the energy there. Energy work. It's everything. I remember I was on the phone with a good friend of mine. She had a headache. When I started talking to her about like how I just experienced true love and all this shit, her headache went away. who is up here getting hyped, it's fucking made her day. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's contagious. Energy is contagious. You got it. You got it. I'm out of here. Much love, Moonlight. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.